Hi, my name is Lily. I'm one of the respiratory therapists here at sleepplay.com. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about Philips Respironics and their recall. Yes, in June of 2021, Philips Respironics shook the CPAP world, recalling their beloved DreamStation machine. Oh yes, this caused havoc because all of those machines had to be recalled. They had to be returned to Philips because there was an issue with the sound abatement foam, which is essentially a foam that is used to make your machine quiet. And we all want that, but not at that price, right? So yeah, there was an issue with it. There was a degradation of this foam, and because they were trying to be extra cautious, okay? Not because there was any results or anything that they had seen from it, but because they were trying to be extra cautious, they did a recall. Anyways, if you want to know more about that and what was the problem with the foam or what was causing the foam to degrade or anything like that, you can click the link up above, okay? We have a video on that, more in depth, okay? Today we're going to talk about the update and what happened after they tested these machines. Okay, well, all right. So what they did was they tested the DreamStation 1. And let me tell you, there's a lot of people doing this research. There's like more than 1,000 people. There's like 5 labs involved in this research. There is third-party experts trying to see what's going on, and the tests are still ongoing. Okay, this thing doesn't stop. They're still ongoing, and they're testing these machines because whenever you're dealing with health problems caused by an equipment, whether it's medical or anything, any equipment that is causing health issues, you're going to have responsible parties or companies like Philips Respironics, which is a great brand. They're going to really get to the bottom of it because you don't want to have an equipment that instead of making you feel better is going to cause potential harm. And apparently there were some reports of things or side effects, or like I said, if you want to be more, or you want a report that is more in depth about it, go ahead and see our video on the top. So they tested the machines, the DreamStation 1, and they performed 2 types of tests, okay, which are the standard, I guess, for this type of issue. So the first test that they performed was the particle emission of respiratory materials. That was a mouthful. Anyways, they did this test, and they also did another test that is called volatile organic compound test. There it is, I got it. Or the VOC, which is the short for it, to see what they found. Okay, so they did the toxicology on this, and what they found was, okay, or the result from this testing of the DreamStation 1, which is essentially the machine that everybody had, what they found was that the actual emission was lower than the rule, okay, than the actual rule for what you need to have, okay, and it was not enough to really cause any long-term health risk. Okay, that's one of the tests. I mean, regardless if you feel like you have any side effects, I mean, I think some of the side effects were dizziness or headaches or things like that. Even though there wasn't really anything at the time when they decided to do the recall, they just did it out of caution more than anything, okay, from what I gather. You can always follow up with your physician or anything like that if you feel that you might be one of those people that had a problem from these machines, okay? Anyway, so like I was saying about the testing. So they found that also that if your machine was not like clean up to standards, that you would have more issues with these particles being emitted, okay? So in other words, you have to have your machine clean. And it makes sense. I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense because anything that is going to create like more bacteria or anything to your equipment, if it's not clean or your filters are not changed or things like that, can make matters worse. And whatever existing problem there is from this foam or whatever, it can actually aggravate the situation. So they were having those issues. They did see that if the machine was not like up to standard, the way that it should be clean, And we have videos about how you can clean your machines and everything like that. I'll post it also for you. I can leave a link below also. Yes, this was making it even worse, okay? They're still testing other Philips equipment. They didn't stop just at the DreamStation 1. They also did the DreamStation 2, the new one that they came out with. And they're also testing, I believe, the DreamStation Go, like their mini machine for travel, the System 1, Philips Respironics machine, the Trilogy 100, and the Trilogy 200. Those are the ventilators. You know, hopefully in the future we'll have more information about this, the interactions with these foams, and we won't have this problem anymore. Anyways, I hope this helped you. Come back. My name is Lily. I'm one of the respiratory therapists here at sleepplay.com. Thank you.